I just left the thrift store and I realized I've been priced out of Goodwill.
Come thrifting with me at the most overpriced Goodwill I've ever been to.
And if you want to look your best for the party, grab this container of Cebu fiber paste for your hair. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
So today we're going to be talking about Goodwill, because if you've seen my videos on both this and my main channel, I've talked about basically all the shirts that I wear in my videos have been bought from Goodwill. They were way cheaper than buying it at any one of the normal retail stores, but it seems like prices are going up even at a thrift store. People are being priced out and are showing what Goodwill is trying to price these items that they get for free. So that's exactly what we're going to take a look at today, along with some of your comments from previous videos. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave it in the comments down below, but we'll just jump right into it.
I just left the thrift store and I realized I've been priced out of Goodwill. I've been priced out of the thrift store. It's actually cheaper for me to go to like literally any department store clearance section than it is to go to Goodwill at this point. That's crazy. I saw pants in there for like 40 bucks. That's insane. I just bought a pair of jeans at Target for like $6 on clearance, and I just saw the same pair of jeans there for $20. What? No. No.
So of course, one of the main reasons people shop at thrift stores is because overall it's supposed to be cheaper. But another one of the reasons is to reuse items, especially when it comes to clothing and trends. The amount of pieces that'll just be made for a single season. And whenever summer comes along or winter, all of those clothing items just get dumped into a landfill because they're originally made for virtually nothing. And most of it now is just polyester crap. But now when you buy items at Goodwill, it's even more expensive than just getting something brand new. Some of the stuff people are finding is just unbelievable as well.
This is why stuff is ending up in landfills. Look at these prices. I think in Mega Blocks. There's 3 bags here. They're all $40. I found someone's wedding guest book at the thrift store.
I mean, you literally have Goodwill pricing them higher than what they were at the original store. You could see the price tag on the box. Not to mention the fact that it looks like it's used or at least worn down. I really don't understand having random products or knickknacks being priced so high when you're constantly getting donations for free all the time. Wouldn't you just want to cycle through the inventory as quickly as possible? If you've ever seen any of the back rooms of Goodwills, there are just garbage bags piled on top of each other of anything you could think of, everybody that's donating. We can look at a couple of the comments. They get it for free. I stopped donating to Goodwill for this reason. Found a small locally owned thrift instead. I encourage others to do the same. Mega Blocks are way cheaper, brand new. Again, just plastic blocks were $40 each. So if you wanted all 3 of those bags, $120 without tax at Goodwill. A comment from one of you guys: Goodwill should be boycotted. They've become a corporate beast rather than the initial purposes. It's a disgusting shame. And we'll see a little bit later that they're actually sifting through all the products before they even go out on shelves so they could sell it online and on their own eBay account.
I thought maybe I had a stroke at the last Goodwill. Let's go to Winter Garden and check prices. Snow White and the 7 Dwarf frame poster, $49.99. A bag of random bracelets, $99.99. A random lantern, $29.99. A random stagecoach toy is $16.99. A bouncing horse missing its handle, $49.99. A Flow bobblehead is $5.99. A dirty pickle juice jar is $6.99. Whitney Houston Funko Pop is $19.99. Another Disney snow globe, this one's $16.99. A thing of hair color is $5.99. A Louis Vuitton bag is $34.99. Have no idea if it's real. Hair dryer is $9.99. There's a brand new wetsuit for $149.99. Random Disney mini ears are $7.99. A Disney Lion King Simba is $14.99. And a Lumiere clock is $24.99.
These prices were actually worse than the previous clip. Oh my God. We can look at some of the comments. Goodwill can't blame tariffs on this one. They're literally selling other people's almost trash. I mean, it's free. Goodwill is unhinged. They need a nationwide boycott. Who on earth is paying these prices? That's what I said earlier. Wouldn't this just start piling up at the store? Because nobody's paying these prices, and they constantly roll out merchandise throughout the day, every single day. I don't know where they're fitting all of this crap.
Come thrifting with me at the most overpriced Goodwill I've ever been to. They definitely knew what Lululemon was, which is fair, right? But these Lulu tanks were $20 and they didn't even have a rip tag in them. They were old styles too, and pilled. The Athleta tank was also $20, very old style, and $15 for Fabletics. You can buy it for that new. Apparently, we're locking up kids' hydro flasks and Starbucks cups now. I mean, that's new. That's a new one. We're charging $50 for shoes that they got for free, as well as $35 for baby shoes.
Now, from what I've seen throughout the country, Goodwills are run very differently. Obviously, all the clips we watch, wherever they are, have extremely overpriced items. However, they're trying to price it and move inventory is ridiculous. But we have a comment from one of you guys. Our Goodwill in Alaska still does 50 and 75% off color tag sales. Are we the only ones? I could buy nice clothes for my family for $1 to $5. Actually nice things, sometimes brand new. So we have a real quick clip and then I'll get into my own experiences. Near where I live, all the Goodwills are definitely different than what we're seeing. But this kind of stuff is also happening as well.
So I haven't seen anybody on Thrift talk about this yet. I saw this on Reddit. Some Goodwill employee leaked the list of items that are no longer going to be in the stores and that are going to be moved to their online website to be auctioned off instead.
So that's exactly what happens in the Goodwills around me. I would say in comparison to the rest of the country, I have very cheap prices in North Carolina. I have a billboard of what all the prices are up on screen if you want to pause, but primarily most of the stuff is $4.19. That includes shirts, socks, jeans. It doesn't matter what kind of brand, including some of the shoes are $3.99. We'll see in a second that they like to mark up the brands that you actually know, and they'll put marker on the bottom of the shoe. But overall, even jackets, sweaters are only $5.19. So even after tax, we're talking like $4.50 for a shirt and like $5.60 for a jacket. So these are really good deals. However, my Goodwills do go through all the products and ship all the very desirable items off to either their website or their own eBay page. Now, at least for me, overall, I have some examples here. I could still get pretty nice stuff for relatively cheap, only $4 to $5 really. Here we have some of the stuff that I found real quick. We have a Peter Millar Summer Comfort golf shirt. They go for around $70 or $80 brand new. Then right after that, we have a Vineyard Vines, same thing, another golf shirt. I think they're around the same price. Vineyard Vines is another very expensive brand. After that, we have a Polo Ralph Lauren, like the quarter zip. Don't really have to tell you how expensive Polo Ralph Lauren is. I didn't even know it until I saw that their polos were like $100. Then we have a couple of Joseph A. Bank 100% merino quarter zips. And then we finish it off with a Columbia fleece. Here I found another one, an Izod saltwater, not super expensive. However, this was brand new with tags, again only $4. You can see right here we have a full button down shirt, LL Bean, another good brand, and then another Polo Ralph Lauren. We have even more Ralph Lauren right here, another button down shirt, and then we have a RLX quarter zip, which is Ralph Lauren Golf, very expensive. Their golf shirts are like $110 each. We have a nice simple Brooks Brothers button down shirt, and then we have a Southern Tide golf shirt that I am currently wearing for this video. Paid only $4.50 at the end of the day. So even with Goodwill sifting through all of the inventory, at least where I am, I could still get decent stuff for a good price, but there are still some very overpriced items. Like I said, when it comes to shoes, especially, here are some cycling shoes. I don't even know what brand they are, but they ended up being $25, which I guess is a little bit better than the $50 we saw for the Nikes, but we go over to the glass and then it becomes more expensive. We could see $25 here. There's $50 for, I believe, maybe a pair of Uggs. I don't know if they're fake. A lot of $25 to $50 for like Nike Air Forces. There's a pair of basketball shoes, and then all the overpriced like gaming stuff, random items there. So I will say it really depends on where you live. I'm fortunate enough that I think that I'm getting a pretty decent deal at my local Goodwills, but that's definitely not the case for everybody. We have another comment from one of you guys. Our Goodwill is terrible now. They've doubled their prices in the last month or so. There was no reason for them to do that. I'll just wear what I have.
Many people are saying that Goodwill is overpriced and out of touch. I think they're just mad because they can't afford to shop at luxury stores. Check out some of the awesome crap I found at Goodwill recently. Like this VHS tape with 3 movies on it. Rush Hour 1, King's Ransom, and Juwan Man. It's the only tape in the world that has those 3 films on it. This large bag of moldy and rusty shower rings is $2.99. It would normally take you months to make perfectly aged shower rings like these. This candle is from a 2015 wedding that you most likely did not attend. It would be a great addition to your random wedding favor collection. Or maybe you'd prefer this picture frame, honoring Robert and Jennifer's wedding anniversary. If you're a fan of Winnie the Pooh and Robert and Jennifer, this frame is a must-buy. This plastic bag contains a generic police car toy and a plastic french fry, another fabulous Goodwill exclusive. Most stores won't try to sell you a bag of lids for $3.99, but Goodwill isn't like most stores. It's better. Your lid party is going to be off the chain. And of course, no lid party is complete without a can of Furman's Italian-style spaghetti sauce. Hurry up though, because this is the only one left in stock. And if you want to look your best for the party, grab this container of Cebu fiber paste for your hair. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
That's so nasty. I'm surprised that they'd even put that out. Why? I really just don't understand. And I know that this is a growing sentiment among many people. I could just look up Goodwill in my comments section, and tons of you guys are saying the same thing. I was in Goodwill yesterday and found a pair of used jeans for 25 bucks. Ross is cheaper than Goodwill. No one should shop at Goodwill anymore. On average, a CEO earns about $500,000 a year. All over items that I know I sound like a broken record are completely free. They're getting donated. There's no reason to be greedy when you're doing basically no work. People are driving all of their stuff that they're donating to the Goodwill, they hand it over, and that's it. I really don't understand how it could have gotten this crazy.
Y'all wanted more Winter Garden Goodwill prices, so let's get to it. First up, there's an entire bag of watches, and it's $149.99. There is a Smile Whitening Premium Kit for $39.99. There's another miscellaneous jar of jewelry, and this one's $69.99. I'm assuming this is Cartier used cologne, but it's $49.99. Let me know in the comments. Earrings and a necklace are as is for $24.99. This may or may not be real pearl necklace is $24.99. This is a Disney Tron jacket, is $49.99. This has to be real gold because it's a small bracelet for $149.99, but hey, who knows? A little disposable grill and some skewers is $14.99. This little plush stuffed animal is $24.99. A Disney Star Wars collector puzzle is $9.99. They have a red leather massage chair. It's $199.99.
We could really sit and watch these examples all day, honestly. There are tons of videos online. So, I mean, I guess nothing will change until Goodwill really starts seeing a hit in their revenue. Because overall, it really does seem like a better deal to go to Target or Walmart and just buy their generic clothes. It's probably cheaper in the end, and it's still a brand new item, even if it is pretty bad materials. So that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.